I had the pleasure of interviewing Granddaddy IU when he was
Oh
living.
yeah, I was the main dude, man.
Cool
I
dude.
main dude.
Right.
See, a lot of people don't know about I. Like I was like a real dude. He was getting some money at some point. Like I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But he was always laid back. Like
Right.
yo, Doc, man, when we gonna do this album, Doc? Yeah, you always say that. That's
Yeah.
something at IU, no
Yeah.
doubt. That's something when he died, man. That shit caught me totally off guard, man. I was like, yo, somebody
I
called
was
me.
in contact with him too.
And I was like, yo, like, but I just seen some shit that he posted 2 days
Right.
ago. I was like, yo, he didn't look sick or nothing.
Nah.
But you never know, man. That's why
Right.
life is a blessing every day, bro.
No doubt. Rest in peace to
Word
the
up.
great Granddaddy IU.
Bro, close that door for me.
One of the things I tried, like getting back to IU, I tried not to offend people that I interview, and I didn't want to harp on his song "Something New."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I didn't want to do with you
Okay.
with this song. Keep talking about this song. I got to talk to you about this song sometimes. But tell me what did it require for you to stand out or make your mark on that song? You was on that song with 2 gorillas.
On the 199?
Yeah.
Yo, I just, at that time, man, like, was still a certain hunger for me in that game, because I was coming off of, me and Jamar did some stuff, and I was getting ready to jump into the Wild Cowboys joint, so
Right.
I was in I say in that point in my career, I was in like a 5-6 year zone. So anything that I was coming up against, I was trying to murder.
Right.
And then being on there with comedy, and J. Rue, I had to come with what it was. I had to come with the with steel, and that's what made it good back there. Cause see, that brought out the best of me. That's why I appreciate them challenges like that.
Right.
Get on the joint with somebody, cause they're gonna force the best out of you, and either you pass or you fail, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Was y'all all present while recording?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And that was another thing. Like, I don't fault it now. I mean, the technology changed, so now you can't be in the same place
Right.
with somebody. But when you do get a chance to, I tell all artists to do that, because it's a certain energy you get from recording with somebody when they there.
Got it.
As opposed to I sending it back and forth. Sometimes when you there with a person, y'all can vibe off of each other and feel the energy. Because I'm pretty sure certain songs you listen to, you could be like, they wasn't there at the same time.
Right.
And you can hear certain songs,
you
like,
can.
yo, they was there.
Yeah.
Certain joints, not all, but certain joints, you can be like, yo, they was definitely not there. Because this man came over here, and this man
Right.
came over here. A lot of times when you there recording with the same person, y'all kind of feed off each other, and it keeps the song congruent.
Right. So can you recall who recorded first? And, did you hear somebody else go and get a chance to?
I think Common might have went first.
Okay.
Because I think I was coming off of what he did. So I was like, well, damn, this is what he threw down. So I had to try to make it all match up. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure he recorded first, and then I came next, and then J. Rule came up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Common went.
What I like about that joint was it was still in that era when rappers actually rapped about being nice.
Yeah,
and how
yeah.
skilled they was.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was about the skills, because anything else, like, you didn't really want to promote too much. Like, that's why, like, this new thing of coming up with these kids talking about the jail system and this and that. I be telling dudes all the time, like, look, man, like, like, I went to jail, and when I went to jail, that was a sign that I slipped up somehow.
Yeah.
That wasn't fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't fly. And I say, they always be like, you either in jail or you wound up dying. I know a couple of dudes that they did what they did, and they made it, and they didn't go to jail.
Right.
You understand? So when you talk about this now, when you talk about, I was in the jail, that means something in your armor chipped, and you sat down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling you no sucker or nothing, this and that, but something you didn't plan right, and you sat down. So that wasn't fly, man. Like, you rapped about what was readily available and what you could prove. Not word of mouth, not yo, my man, this or that. It was what you had and what you did.
Tell my viewers, a lot of who probably going to be a little bit younger than us both, tell them what Raucous Records was.
Okay.
Tell them what Raucous Records, the service they provided to certain MCs at the time, because it seemed like they wouldn't start grabbing niggas and shit.
Yeah, Raucous, man. Like, they had my man Sir Menelik, and different projects that they had. It was a place, man. It was an independent label, and basically they let you do what you wanted to do. You understand? Like, they had their A&Rs, and they would guide you in the perimeters, but basically they let you do what you wanted to do, and they had a promoting system behind it. You know what I'm saying? They had a marketing behind it. They got your stuff played. They got it readily available and visible, and then it was like they was a one of a kind label. That's why to this day, like they stand as the testament to those independent type labels.
Yeah. Why does it seem like it was a brief period and then they was gone?
Yeah, it's dumb, loud, like
Yeah.
it just I don't know. I think it kind of got phased out, man, with the advent of the way the rap was going left. They start talking about a lot of drug shit and this and that, and a lot of people start doing it on their own where they feel they didn't need the A&Rs no more.
Right.
And see, like a lot of times, like don't get it wrong, these young boys, as far as getting money and put something out like that, they do that, but a lot of time the guidance, that A&R guidance of like I seen when the young boy was in the radio station and was all high and fell over, knocked off. A&R wouldn't let you do that. You know what I'm saying? They just like, yo, son, snap out of that. Yo, listen, we'll come back. We'll do the interview another day.
Right.
They wouldn't let you go up there and fall out and then look crazy. You understand? They had certain boundaries. They taught you how to speak because it's an art of knowing how to speak to somebody. You understand? Like everybody just can't do that. And the labels and A&Rs, they honed you on your skills, your marketing skills, being smart about it. Like getting these deals, like a lot of these young boys, they get these deals, but they don't be smart about it and wind up signing everything away, signing all the money away. See, the A&Rs gave you a guideline system of learning things.
Right. Is the A&R no longer present?
Not really, man. Like I don't see the A&R too much no more. But for this, and like, hey, times change. I guess a lot of, especially these young boys coming up, they became their own A&Rs.
Right.
Given the simple fact that nowadays, me and you, we can make a beat right now. We can record right now. We can do a video later tonight and have that joint out tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, it's the process of the A&R got bypassed somehow. You know what I'm saying? It became like, I don't need no A&R no more. But a lot of times you still do.
What you think about the current state of music? You know how you said rock is probably and loud probably didn't exist because the music was kind of changing and things were changing. Are we back to that actual sound? Because I know I purposely made my album Pillmatic a raucous baby. That was a raucous offspring.
Yeah, and that was good, man. And it's like, I think it's all coming around because basically when you look at rap music in terms of other music forms, classical music, classical music, you got compositions by Beethoven, Chopin, 200, 300, 400 years old. Whereas in rap, they're giving it a cap now of 50, 55 years old. So it's still defining itself. So like I think that, we went through, as you see, we went through chambers. We went through a gangster chamber. Then we went through a drug chamber, shiny suit era. We went to a drug era of us actually taking the drugs. You know what I'm saying? We went to a drug era. We in the era right now with this fentanyl shit. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. But I do see some of these young boys getting on their business and coming back around again. See, a lot of the dudes that I hear some of the young boys be like, yo, he's corny. Those be the one on their business. They be like, yo, Tyler, the Creator's corny. No, he's nice and he's on his business. You know what I'm saying? And earning. Yeah. So, like, it is coming around to some of these young boys getting their minds right and getting it together. Because, like I said, man, you got to throw the young bulls out sometime, let them live and learn, and hopefully they'll make it on back. No question.
One of the last things I want to ask you was, are you familiar with the Troy Ave tax tone situation?
Yeah, I'm hearing. I'm kind of aware of it, man. It's an unfortunate situation because I was talking to a couple of people and they was like, well, Tax Tone did kill his man Banger, who was the bouncer, and and it's like, I don't know, man. Like I'm not too versed on that situation, but it's tragic, man, because like you got, first of all, you got somebody that got their life lost. Then you got somebody like Tax Tone who was doing a great blog thing, and it's unfortunate that the parallels weren't defined. Like instead of staying on that side, it had to get over to that other side, to that street side, and like. Dude's like, yo, he knocked the nigga down. Yeah, he knocked the nigga down, but he gonna be down for the rest of his life now for whatever reason or whatever. This another man is in the ground, and this man gonna sit down for a number of years, and it's like, the whole thing is fucked up. And then you got I don't really know that much about Troy. I know that you know, he was doing what he do, and regardless of how successful he's going to prove out to be, this derails him a little bit. This kind of jams his money, and it's going to remain to be seen because he was on an upward trend. He was on an upward trend, and this thing kind of stalled him a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can still regain that momentum to aspire to be where he was going.
Okay.
No question.
I
seen that thing with your man with 6ix9ine too, and I was telling the young boys at my job.
What you think about that, man?
Yo, listen, man.
Do you think it was worth it even?
And that was, to me, that was some sucker shit, man.
I thought it was sucker shit.
To me, let me tell you something. First of all, if me, my man Prano right there, and my other man, if we was gonna jump that boy, he wasn't getting up. You understand? If we had to take it to us three jumping him, it was gonna have to be like, yo, once we get on this nigga, we gonna finish him. You understand? This dude is $160 something pounds. Y'all niggas got on there and did what you did. This man got up and walked. Like that was soft to me, man. Like what would have been better to me is why didn't one of y'all just fight him head up? You understand what I'm saying? Like it was no honor in that, you know. And y'all didn't really damage the man. The man got up and walked away at $160, 70 the most. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was not no heroic shit. And being that if he is connected with them boys, y'all gonna have a visit soon. You understand? Y'all gonna have a visit, you know, and all that fly shit you gonna put to the test.
Yeah. Musically, what you got going on? Your name came up in an interview I did 2 days ago with Knowledge the Pirate.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm copping Knowledge's new joint tonight. See, he was one of the ones that jumped on my new project, Science of Life, and like my man Doughboy put me up on Knowledge the Pirate, and like I needed somebody like that on my joint, man, like to give me a fresh burst of energy, man, like he's like a fresh burst of energy, like he's like laid back on some real fly shit. Right. And I was like, yeah, man, I appreciate him, man, and I was thankful for him getting on my joint. A Crime Apple got on my joint. TF Scanless, you know, I think I like Knowledge of Pirate.
You've been embraced, G. Yeah. They embraced you.
Yeah, definitely.
The jitterbugs, they fuck with you.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's all good, and you know, and I know my place with
everybody can't keep up though.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Everybody can't keep up.
It's hard. You got to be like, as you get older, man, like the drive sometimes becomes a little bit less because of what you're doing. Right. Like you now you raising a family. Right. You might be paying the college tuition. Right. You messing with a mortgage. You working, so you ain't going out as much. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you're a little more tired. See, these young boys, they can go out every night. You know what I'm saying? And do what they do and stay up on them trends. So, you know, and when you, like I said, this game is fickle, man. It's a young man's game. But if you in it, you can still find your niche. Yeah. See, one of the people that I feel they don't talk about enough in my era is Master Ace. Okay. See, Master Ace, and I tell people to do the knowledge on Master Ace. Master Ace just came back from a European tour. He do about 3-4 of those every year. Maybe 3 weeks. He got his certain spots where he go. He come back, put out another couple of albums. You know what I'm saying? He know his place. See, that if you're gonna be an OG and you come out, you got to know your place. You understand? You got to know your demographic and what it is. Like a lot of times, like I've been listening to Melly Mel, and I love Melly Mel to death, but like I think sometimes he felt about like dudes do love you, son. Like you can't shit on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like I mean, you want to blame somebody, blame your mother and father for having you 30 to 40 years too soon. You can't get mad at these young boys for doing what they doing. Or they don't know the real hip hop. Why not? For my daughter that's 29 years old, this is her real hip hop. Why is this not real hip hop? Right. You know what I'm saying? You can't say this is not real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Who made you the determiner of real hip hop? You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm
gonna tell you another reason why your staying power is legit as a motherfucker. Your fresh game. I'm telling you, because I live behind the camera and I work with these dudes and shit. Like they will work with whoever, but you got to look like something.
Yeah, you got
to show up and look like something. We can't do the video if you ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
You got to, man. Like it's important at my age. Like I can't wear all the stuff that the young boys wear, but I can dress accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that they wear, just me being that old, just ain't gonna look right on. Right. You understand? It's just not. But I can still stay in my same frame. See, the key with dudes that's my age is you got to stay in some type of shape. Because as you get older, sometimes you get a little lazier.
Yeah.
That it get a little bit harder to get up and go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? You home, wifey cooking the meals for you,
Right.
going to work, coming home, eating, laying on the couch, watching movies or the basketball game.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. You got to like, my daughter was here, my baby daughter. I got a 2-year-old daughter. She was here for 11 days. I had to make myself get up this morning to go to the. I said, all right, it's over now, man. Let's get back. Let's start light. We ain't got to go today and pick up the whole gym. But we do got to let this body know, okay, we are back. Like,
Yeah,
don't shut
the
down.
key is actually going.
Yeah,
on
that's the
days
key.
when I don't feel like lifting, I'll still go.
Yeah.
Stretch or do
Exactly.
something.
Like, long as I go, and I can say, well, at least I did 25, 30 minutes. I went in there and I did something to wake my body, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I tell people, like, the longer you wait, the harder it is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't a process because dudes be like, yo, I know my body, so I could go to the gym and like in 2 weeks now, I don't want to hear that
That's
shit,
not
yo.
the truth.
Not now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when you was 23, when you still had that right there. At 45, 50 years old, it's not gonna bounce back like that, man. You got to do that, and just for health wise, because as we see, man, like a lot of dudes from our era, they starting to fall down, man. You know, dudes are slowly but surely falling down. And we came through a hard era. Anybody who came through the era I came through that crack era war, them crack wars, this and that, and it's a hard era, man. Like, and as black men, a lot of times that's from me working in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really go to the doctor like that. You know, a lot of my dudes like, yo, if something's wrong with me, I don't want to know, because if something is wrong with you, you want to catch it now, man. So maybe you have a fighting chance. Nobody wants to hear bad news.
At all.
But I'd rather hear bad news than the baddest news. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather hear, yo, you can fix this, or yo, if you came here a year or two ago, we could have worked on it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, you know, I tell my brothers, man, yo, stay on top of it, get a health check, man, do a colonoscopy, anything you got to do, man, keep yourself together. I got a 2-year-old. I'm trying to give it at least another 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay here for.
All right.
Word.
Sadat, I told you I didn't come here to be here all day, man. I got work to do.
I hear you.
I really appreciate it. It's been a
No
pleasure.
question.
This little 18 minutes, man, gonna be potent as a motherfucker. So
No question.
give me
No
a drop, man. We're gonna get up out of here.
All right, yo, this is your man, Sadat X Gully TV. As usual, doing what we do, giving the real perspective to hip hop. Your man, Sadat X. I'm only going to tell you the truth. I'm only going to tell you facts, never word them out. Only what I know and what I see. Peace.
Peace.